What if I told you there were only 5 exercises you needed to do for the rest of your life? There's a high chance that if you do these, you'll be looking and feeling a lot younger. First up, we have the plank. If you've never done this exercise before, you're going to want to start. Planking strengthens your abs, shoulders, back, glutes, and most importantly, your core. It's super simple to do, and I love it because there are a bunch of different variations. The ability to stand upright, bend over, and lift safely depends on core strength. If you don't have a stable core, then you can't really do much of anything efficiently. So how can you perform the plank to strengthen your core? Let me show you. Start by lying on the floor with your face down. Support your body with your wrists and elbows right under your shoulders. Keep your body straight from your head to your heels as you lift it off the ground. Gauge your core, and imagine pulling your belly button towards your spine. Just remember not to let your shoulders or your hips sag. Hold this pose for as long as you can. Start by aiming for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then slowly increase the time. Now, the first few times are going to be a little tough, but you'll quickly gain strength from it, and it'll become easier. Here are some different variations you can do, depending on if the traditional plank is too easy or too hard for you. The first one is the knee plank, which is great for beginners. Keep your knees on the ground while maintaining a straight line from your head to your knees. The second one is the side plank. You can do a side plank by lying on your side, straightening your legs, and stacking your feet. Keep your elbows straight under your shoulder and prop yourself up on your forearm. Then lift your hips off the ground so that your head and feet are in a straight line. This one is a great way to work on your obliques and make them stronger. The last exercise we'll be going over is by far the most important and is also the most overlooked, but more on that coming up. Moving on to our number 2, we have the RDL. Balance is something we lose quickly as we age, but it's also something that's simple to get better at. The single leg RDL works your hamstrings, hips, and lower back while making you stronger, more flexible, and more balanced. It's an all-in-one exercise for your lower body that I feel should be in everyone's workout. So, how can you do it correctly? Let me walk you through it, step by step. Keep your back straight and your feet hip-width apart. Move your weight to one foot and keep your knees slightly bent. On the other foot, now drop your body forward and straighten the other leg as you hinge at the hip. As you bring your hands to the ground, keep your back straight and your core tight. Return slowly to the standing position and do it again.
Ow!
At first, just use your own body weight. As you begin to feel more comfortable, you can add dumbbells for some added resistance. Now, at number 3, we have a classic exercise that you've definitely seen before, but I am positive you've been doing it wrong your whole life. I'm going to show you the correct way so that you can maximize its effectiveness and prevent injuries. Push-ups work your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core all at the same time, making them one of the best exercises for building upper body strength. But push-ups aren't just for building muscle. They also help you build the strength needed for everyday tasks and can improve your posture. To make sure you're not one of the many doing push-ups incorrectly, let me show you the proper form. Start off by doing a high plank, with your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. Slowly lower your torso by bending at the elbows, maintaining a 45-degree angle. Make sure you do, and let your elbows flare out because it can be terrible for your shoulders and less effective. Stop just before your chest hits the ground, and then push yourself back up to where you started. Keep your body straight from your head to your feet during the entire movement. Be sure not to let your hips drop. Your increased core strength from doing the first exercise will help you out here. If you want to get the most out of the exercise, I highly suggest doing it slowly and controlled. I've even put together a simple 3-day-a-week workout plan that I'll share at the end of the video, so stick around for that. First up, let's talk about a classic, the push-up. It's a fantastic exercise for your chest, shoulders, and triceps. But if you want to mix things up, there are several variations you can try. If you're a beginner, start with incline push-ups. Just place your hands on a raised surface like a bench or a table to make the move easier. Want to target the width of your chest more? Go for wide stance push-ups by placing your hands further apart. And to really work your lower chest and triceps, try diamond push-ups by bringing your hands together under your chest to form a diamond shape. I've actually done a whole video on push-up variations, so if you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description below. Now, you're definitely going to want to see this next exercise because I'm almost certain you've ever heard of it before. This unique exercise is called the horse stance. Even though it looks simple, this is an exercise that can drastically improve your entire body just by doing it every morning. The muscles it engages the most are your legs, glutes, and core, which makes it a secret gem for building lower body strength and stability. Are you starting to notice a common trend with these exercises? The reason you are going to feel and look so much younger is because these moves make you stronger and more stable. To do the horse stance, stand with your feet wider than your shoulders and your toes pointed slightly outward. Now, start to squat down until your knees reach a 90-degree angle. As you do this, remember to keep your core tight and your back straight. Once you're in that position, hold it for 30 to 60 seconds. As you get better, you can hold a small weight at chest level for an extra challenge. Like I said, it looks easy, but once you start doing it, you'll feel the burn. One of the unique benefits of this exercise is that it helps with concentration and focus. Once you're in this position, you'll quickly notice how much concentration it takes. The horse stance also transfers over to a lot of other exercises I do in my workouts. All right, now let us get into that exercise I mentioned earlier that's going to be one of the most transformative for you. The kettlebell swing is one of the best exercises you can do for strength and cardio, all in one. It works your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, heck, even your shoulders, all while getting your heart rate up fast. So if you want to burn calories in a short amount of time, this is one of the exercises you're looking for. The movement is simple but powerful. It's all about hinging at your hips and using explosive energy to swing the kettlebell. A lot of people do this wrong, so you're going to want to follow closely. Start by placing your feet shoulder width apart and using both hands to hold the kettlebell securely. The kettlebell should swing back between your legs as you hinge at your hips. Then, let the momentum of your hip drive elevate the kettlebell to chest height. As you prepare for the next repetition, allow the kettlebell to swing back down naturally while keeping control. It's important here to use your hips, rather than your arms, as the motor for the movement. This ensures the exercise stays safe and efficient. It may feel a little weird at first, but I promise, as you continue to practice the motion, it will become more natural. Kettlebell swings have many advantages outside of the gym. They increase hip strength and mobility, which are necessary for running, jumping, and, well, simply getting out of a chair fast. You will feel stronger, faster, and more capable in everything you do if you start doing these consistently. All right, now let's get into that workout routine I hinted at earlier. When you have a clear plan of action, you're more likely to do it, and it will feel easier. You can do this workout routine 3 days a week, and make sure to have a rest day between each workout. Start off with the horse stance for 3 sets, holding for 30 to 60 seconds each. Then, do single leg RDLs for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps per leg. Next, move into kettlebell swings for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. After that, go to push-ups for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And finish off with a plank for 3 sets, holding for 30 to 60 seconds. If you thought this video was helpful, be sure to share it with someone else you think might like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.